The infamous slam knockout is often compared to lightning striking because they're both rare and incredible to witness. We're counting down the most brutal slam knockouts in MMA history. Drakkar Klose versus Joe Solecki. Drakkar Klose defeated Joe Solecki with a stunning slam knockout during the first round of their fight. The beginning of the fight started with Klose circling Solecki. Solecki landed some punches and Klose landed some kicks. The fighters clinched up to the cage and Klose landed a knee to Solecki's body. Solecki tried some takedowns but they didn't stick. The fight moved to the ground with Klose landing some ground and pound punches. Klose dodges an armbar attempt and then picks up Solecki and slams him down on the canvas. Upon impact, Solecki is knocked out cold, and the ref stops the fight immediately. Cody Brundage versus Reese. UFC Austin featured not one, but two slam knockouts. Underdog Cody Brundage put Reese to sleep with another epic slam knockout. During the first round, the fight quickly moves to the mat. Reese catches Brundage with a deep triangle chokehold, but Brundage has a solid defense. Without any warning, Brundage picks up Reese and slams him to the ground, knocking the fighter out. Brundage gets in a few punches before the ref stops the fight. Gerald Harris versus David Branch. Gerald Harris wrecked David Branch with a brutal slam knockout at UFC 116 in 2010. During the first two rounds of the fight, Harris delivers a few slams, but Branch survives them both. It was the third round when Branch attempted to jump to guard at the midway point of the stanza. Harris blocks the attempt and grips onto Branch, slamming him to the ground. Unlike the prior slams during the bout, this slam knocks Branch unconscious. Replays show Harris placing his forearm across Branch's neck to ensure his head slams down hard onto the canvas, adding to the brutality of the finish. Not only did he defeat his opponent, but Harris earned himself a $75K bonus for knockout of the night. Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas. In 2019, Jessica Andrade beat Rose Namajunas by a savage slam knockout. Early in the fight, it was clear that Namajunas had the upper hand, feeding Andrade jab after jab. Then late in the first round, when Andrade hit the canvas, it seemed like it was over for her. Unexpectedly, things shifted in the second round, and Andrade found her way to the clinch and aimed for the takedown. Namajunas countered by tying up her arm, attempting a Kimura. Andrade lifted Namajunas into the air and slammed her into the ground. The impact instantly knocked out Namajunas and the fight ended.
On the problem, which is the hand. Nope, can't lift there. She'll still be oh! She slammed her right out. No, you can't! Jessica Andrade! UFC Strawweight Champion!
Tito Ortiz versus Evan Tanner. In 2011 at UFC 30, Tito Ortiz defended his light heavyweight title against Evan Tanner. Ortiz won the fight by a swift and impressive slam knockout. Just seconds after the fight began, Ortiz grabbed Tanner in a clinch, fed him a couple shots, and then twisted the fighter before slamming him into the mat. Tanner's head hit the canvas hard. Ortiz unnecessarily delivered more punches to a spent Tanner. After the win, Ortiz celebrated his win by digging a grave for his opponent.
Nice kick. Down to 208 pounds before he got into the middleweight requirement of 199. He had slimmed down. He said, I'm in the best shape of my fighting career.
Jordan Leavitt versus Matt Wiman. In 2020, Jordan Leavitt, aka The Monkey, made a name for himself for the violent slam knockout he delivered to Matt Wiman. The fight between the two lasted only 22 seconds. Leavitt moved towards Wiman and ducked for a double leg takedown. Wiman attempted to get free, then Leavitt clasps his hands together, lifts Wiman off the ground, and after walking across the ring, he slams him to the ground. Wiman left unconscious on the mat, Leavitt walks off knowing the job is done. Leavitt leaves the fight with a $50K performance bonus.
Beautiful, look, watch his head slam directly on the floor. This is why you can't hit people in the back of the head. He grabs his neck
And he framed
and
on
frames
him.
it. Bam, that's
Right
it.
on the side of the head, too.
I mean, that's behind the ear.
Frank Shamrock versus Igor Zinoviev. The first ever slam knockout happened back in 1998 at UFC 16, when Frank Shamrock faced off with Igor Zinoviev to defend his middleweight title. The entire fight lasted only 22 seconds. The challenger Zinoviev did not land a single blow. Shamrock ducked under the only punch thrown and then grabbed Zinoviev, lifting him into the air. Once elevated, Shamrock twisted Zinoviev and smashed him into the ground. Zinoviev was immediately unconscious. A replay showed that not only did the challenger's head hit the canvas hard, but Shamrock's shoulder also connected with his jaw. That fight ended Zinoviev's career due to the neck injury he sustained. And that wraps up our video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to catch all the latest everything MMA. Here are the top comments from our last video. One fan said, "Ian Gary is the absolute worst. What a mouthpiece." And another said, "Who's worse, Colby or Ian?" If you want to be featured in our next video, all you have to do is comment below.